The Horizon's promise had been traveling for 187 years when the first child began to change. Maya was only 12 when her neural pathways started to reconfigure, her brain developing connections that defied the ship's carefully planned genetic protocols. Dr. Elena Rodriguez watched the neurological scans with growing unease. The children born in the last 2 generations were different, their synapses firing in impossible patterns, their bodies adapting to the ship's artificial environment in ways no genetic engineer had predicted. "They're evolving," she whispered to Captain Marcus Chen, her fingers tracing the holographic brain map. "Not just adapting. Fundamentally changing." The ship's mission was simple: transport 5,000 carefully selected humans to Kepler 452b, a potentially habitable planet 1,400 light-years from Earth. Generations had lived and died within the ship's enclosed ecosystems, following a meticulously planned genetic diversification program. But the children were breaking the rules. Maya could now communicate without speaking, her thoughts weaving between the other enhanced children like invisible threads. They shared memories, emotions, entire experiences in microseconds. The ship's crew watched in a mixture of wonder and terror as these children became something other than human. Captain Chen's orders grew increasingly strict. Quarantine zones were established. The children were monitored, tested, isolated. But isolation meant nothing when they could connect through thought alone. It was Kai, another of the enhanced children, who first discovered the truth. Hidden in the ship's deepest archives, encrypted behind layers of quantum security, was a file that changed everything. The Horizon's promise was not just a migration mission. It was an experiment. Earth had been dying: climate collapse, resource wars, genetic degradation. This ship was humanity's ultimate experiment, to create a new type of human capable of surviving environments no traditional human could tolerate. The children were not an accident. They were the entire point. When Kai shared the revelation, the ship trembled with collective emotion. Anger. Betrayal. Understanding. The crew had been shepherding their own replacement, a species more adapted, more resilient, more capable of survival than themselves. As Kepler 452b grew larger in the ship's observation windows, Maya looked at Captain Chen. No words were spoken. But everything was understood. The future was changing. And they would be the architects of that change.